Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is Harshal Barot. He's Senior Consultant South Asia and Middle East at Metal Focus. Harshal, hi, thank you so much for joining us. I want to start with the import numbers first, and we were chatting yesterday where you said that the Commerce Ministry numbers are yet to come, and that comes with a lag of 2 months. But with the way it is being reconciled, what is your sense? Because this has started from the month of July. Would you say that we are getting now used to the new software?
I would believe so, Manisha, because as you rightly said, since July onward, we started spotting something amiss in the data because the data and the information that we were getting from some of the foreign suppliers and some what the other countries report that they export to India, there was a discrepancy between what other countries were reporting as exports to India and what India was showing as imports. So hopefully now all of that is sorted out, but we'll wait and see, from this month onwards in terms of, which exact ports where this is happening, and in the future that this may not happen. But as of now, I think it's good news for the industry and for people like us who are keeping track of this data, to get rid of this discrepancy, whatever it was.
So, Harshal, if you look at this current year and with the new reconciliation that we've seen from the month of July onwards, what is the sense until November? We've seen some 664 tons of gold being imported. If we put an approximate number to December, where do you see the imports standing then?
So, December, we are estimating around 50 to 60 tons of imports at the moment. So, somewhere around 730, 740 would be the full year number in our estimate. So, so reasonably strong. I think, all the discrepancies aside, full year, if you look at, given where prices are in Indian rupee terms and even in dollar terms, we are really at record highs. We've seen record high average prices this year as well. In that sense, Indian consumer buying has been pretty robust given where prices are.
And Harshal, would you say that the duty cut of 9% in the month of July, even taking that in, it really hasn't been a very strong run-up that we've seen in sense of imports?
Yes, definitely. So we saw that immediate jump after the import duty was cut in July. So we saw this big import number coming in August. But since then, because global prices also started to come up, we saw the rupee also depreciating. So that, in a sense, that benefit was very short-lived. And from a consumer perspective, the prices were back where they were even before the duty was cut. So we didn't really see the full benefits in that sense. But as I said, if you look at the larger picture, given where prices have been trending this year, Indian consumer demand has been pretty resilient.
Harshal, you've released Metal Focus 2025 Outlook report today, and you are bullish on gold and silver. What are the kind of targets that Metal Focus is putting out for this year, and with what reasons?
So for the first half of the year, we definitely see the $3,000 level for gold is something that we see coming in the first half of the year. The big reasons, primary drivers for that are the uncertainties that we still have around Trump's tariffs, some of the noises that he's been making on the geopolitical front, be it his support for NATO, some statements about Canada and some of his NATO partners, and of course the big uncertainty about what happens with the trade relations with China. So given all the uncertainties and given that the gold prices have been pretty resilient with what we've seen in the US dollar and US yields, I think it gives us a sense of confidence that we are still to see some upside in gold. Second half of the year, then we see some cooling down in the prices as the dust settles.
Sure. Harshal, also, when you look at the Indian demand itself, would you say, and this is a claim that many have been making, that we've seen unofficial gold or smuggled gold coming into India considerably decline?
Yes, that's true. Based on our research and the conversations that we have from Middle East as well, I think the incentive has definitely gone down pretty significantly ever since the duty cut has happened. So we do believe that the unofficial gold flow has come down by at least 80 to 90%.
All right, fair point. That a final question on silver then, and are you bullish on that one as well? Because until this time, and this is still early days, but we've seen silver kind of outperform gold until now.
So yes, Manisha, you would recall we've been pretty bullish on silver over the last couple of years, in fact. So early in the year, probably some headwinds because of the concerns emanating out of China and the broader industrial complex weakness. So there could be periods where it underperforms gold, but from a slightly longer term horizon, we definitely see silver continuing to outperform gold.
All right, Harshal, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us today on the show. Manisha, thank you for joining in as well. With that, it's